We'll do probably intro first, and then we'll do like 3, 2, 1. We'll start the video,
Yeah.
maybe.
Okay, so we're live now. Hello, friends.
Hello, guys.
This is me from basically Jimmy TCG at this point. With
Yeah,
Christian.
Jimmy is the actual face of this channel by now.
I mean, we've already established Ian is just a guest commentator at this point. Yeah. So today we have Sven on Sword Art Online. It's basically the European SAO build against Clinton on Attack on Titan. Well, it's true, is it not?
Yeah. Oh my
Um,
god, somebody just messaged me that I apparently signed up for a Bushiro tournament that's happening now.
what?
Feels good.
Oh
Yeah.
my!
Well,
Christian,
I
not like
guess I
this.
won't play in that.
Is it like a webcam tournament?
Yeah, it's from the remote fight server.
I see. Unlucky Christian. Someone's getting some free wins over you. Okay, so you want to get it started?
Yeah, sure. 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay.
Okay, so matchup is Sven on SAO versus Clinton on AoT.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen this matchup a
It's
lot of
the
times.
it's the 2018 classic. Yes, 2018 throwbacks.
Yes, I believe the guest commentator is in the correct order this time, so nobody mentioned the D word. It also sounds like YMCA. Nobody talk about it, and we should be fine.
Yeah.
So yeah,
What is MCA?
did you know the YMCA song?
Oh,
It's the
okay, sure.
the village people song.
Okay, yeah.
No,
So about the matchup, I mean, I think many people have already seen this play out or have been on one of the ends of this matchup, one of the sides. It's actually like at level 1, both decks kind of don't really care what the opponent's doing anyways,
mm-hmm.
because AoT can more or less easily get its reverses apart from like a Suguha lane backed with a counter, and SAO doesn't need to reverse in the first place,
Right.
so pretty straightforward. An edge AoT is gonna have is that SAO is gonna have trouble abusing its clean cut, so it will probably have a resource crunch.
Hmm. Also, since that's a kind of base stock to keep its combo going, it's gonna
Yeah,
be a little
so
easier for SAO to run out of steam in the mid game.
yeah, SAO definitely has more troubles with resources over the game because, well, first of all, its combo doesn't +2, and second of all, it needs to pay stock to like keep cards.
Sven milled 4, including a book and
Um,
anti-damage
money.
counter.
Yeah,
Oh, Clinton placed a Suicider level 0. Oh wait, I should pull up some cards.
yeah, probably pull up the deck lists as well for me.
I have some cards.
Wait, do you think we have a second commentator that I can join in
What do you mean?
after like the first
You didn't ditch a climax, did you?
45 minutes? I don't know. I'm just getting like messages right now. Well,
Are you forced to play?
I'm
I
not
mean,
forced to play.
I can solo this, or I can emergency message Nando or something. I guess
Shuffle these two back.
if you need
Yeah,
to.
I'll commentate the first 45 minutes, I guess, or I'll do like everything. I'll just check in for now, and then we can still decide later.
Yeah.
Well, there's not much going on in the game right now. So Sven starting. He really likes to like start with this asana, shuffle back for extra soul.
See, I see anyone this early. Well, that's not entirely true, but it's usually not something you do on the first.
Yeah, it's
But it pushes damage, I suppose. No, Yavi has to go play Maple Story. Everyone on my stream has to play Maple Story at some point, huh? Does stick the 3, so getting the
yeah,
soul paid off for him. But
yeah. I mean, having the extra cards in deck right now matters the least, right? Because
Hmm.
you're super uncompressed anyways. It's like, and hitting level 1 first isn't really like that bad, I guess.
He shuffled back the 2-1 Shinon and the other one I forgot. I think it
Well,
may have been
those
the
were the
Rize.
only 2 targets, right?
The Rize Kirito? Yeah, but I forgot what the targets were.
It was Rize Kirito and 2-1, yeah.
Okay. So Clinton opening Ricky.
So Clinton
There's-
not having a good start. This is actually
Oh,
also
triggers
triggering
wing.
a CX. So
He
now
also has 2 of the Kristas in damage. Two of the other ones.
oh, Sven even hits the stock of the Asuna, and now he can like clean cut.
Yeah, if Sven has the clean cuts, this is like almost the dream start for him, I guess.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
like
he
oh
has
yeah,
it.
and he even has the Amagi. So he's like, if he plays a CX here, wait, is that a center marker or is that
Yeah,
a character?
this card is really confusing me all the time, but it is a center marker. It's kind of
Okay. So they're both using center markers.
yeah.
Pay 1 Amagi.
Kind of
Like it's especially bad because the center marker is like glared out, right?
It's also kind of bad because it's the set he's playing. So it could be confused as a SAO card, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that this isn't one of the cards in the deck, but I could see someone getting confused over that at some point.
So basically they're both using center markers, and Sven does not have a third level 0 to use with this climax play, clean cut play.
This is not the ideal start, but
So
pretty
not as powerful as it could be, but still on the high end of openers for SAO versus the low end of openers for
Also,
AoT.
Clinton
Clinton
didn't
also
level
taking
yellow.
everything.
So Clinton could have maybe omnied that Krista out of there if he had one, and had he leveled yellow, but he didn't level yellow, so that line wasn't even open, I guess. Because forcing that Amagi to stay in the front row might have been good for him.
Yeah.
Imagine not fielding to center versus AoT. Well, the Riki was on the side, and he had to reverse it with the clean cut, so not much you can do about it, right? Unless he expects.
Do you think he should have made? Well, and it doesn't really actually matter, but Clinton might have been better off fielding the Krista in the center, so he forces the answer to be played in the center, so that he gets the 1k power on his turn on the swing back. But
Yeah,
it's like super minor because it like 99% of the time won't matter.
And also
it's just like positioning stuff, especially against center runners and like stuff like these 1k to center. Sometimes interesting.
I mean, if he were forced to field the Armin runner in middle after that, that would be pretty awkward. But he did hit level 1, so maybe not something that would happen. I just noticed Clinton's playing on that the swag Weiss Schwarz paper play mat.
Yeah.
And the world sleeves, right? The see-through ones, or not the see-through ones, but
no, they're not see-through. But he's using like the world sleeves and probably over sleeves because otherwise you can't actually shuffle those.
It's a pretty sick flex, to be honest.
It is also the paper mat and not the. Oh, that's. Wait, did he whiff?
Yeah, he whiffed. The bottom card's a red card.
Okay, so things. So theoretically, I would say the matchup is actually pretty AoT favored, but just because it has to pay less resources throughout the game. So if SAO doesn't get off to what the fuck?
My Clinton?
So like I was saying, I was mentioning something about AoT being favored theoretically.
No, not okay. He
not
didn't
like
miss.
This,
he didn't miss 3.
Obviously,
he didn't miss 3.
I mean, missing 2 is already
it's
like
already
really bad.
It's already.
He also didn't take the air in 1-0.
I guess that means he doesn't have wind. Also, he already fielded 3 Armins. But
it's possible he just attacks once here.
Does make you wonder what the rest of his hand's looking like. Clinton's not go for the line where he skips the attack.
Shoot at 6.
Yeah.
7 level.
Because SAO doesn't
Well,
play any
basically the
Rickies.
reason you would have for declining to attack is SAO doesn't have a Ricky, so it's stuck at
Yeah.
0 for another turn. He clearly didn't have a lot of zeros to play. And basically it makes sure your field survives. Which, considering you just neg twice off of your Armins and your hand is really low, is gonna help you stabilize back into the game.
Mhm.
At least hand size wise.
Clinton's gambling on it, I guess. This turn should have an effect on his hand size for the rest of the game almost, unless he hits some crazy brainstorm or something. If he loses these Armins, it's not that easy to get back up to a healthy 5, 6, 7 hand size.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
I mean, while Sven took a bunch of this damage here, he's like still in a really good spot. Clinton is just low on hand, not really ahead in damage,
Wow, feels
not really gonna be ahead on field. But Sven's hand also seemingly pretty bad,
gets over
considering
at
he
least.
fielded the runner.
The Sugu is pretty strong. What do you think about the
Yeah.
Sugu against AoT specifically? It reaches pretty high powers.
Yeah, though Sugu in center is like the worst lane for her to be in.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's gonna change that.
Well,
Hits
it's
2 of
2.
the brainstorm. Brainstorm's in SAO, not something you see every day.
He knew he would hit. But
I mean, he basically got punished for playing the runner too early here. Because he could have just searched a third attacker to like pressure Clinton's hand even more.
yeah, there was no reason to really play the runner and the Yuuki out.
Yeah.
The Sugu you could play out because it gets power off of the act. Not that it's really relevant against AoT because they don't really play any
Yeah.
power backups, but there's a reason to do that. The other two are kind of
Yeah.
maybe autopilot. Or
Basically,
something.
if you have uncertain decisions coming up or uncertain, I don't know how to say it, but like, yeah, I think he's, yeah, okay.
Basically, you want to do the
Wait.
uncertain stuff first, right?
Yeah, exactly. He's also overplaying 2 cards right now.
Yeah,
Wants to make it more fair, so both people with
Sven is a real bro.
next
He's
two
like,
for no
oh,
reason.
you -2 on Armin, I'll help you out. I'll make it a little more fair, except for the fact that I'm gonna double Yuuki combo you.
I'll pay 1 Amagi.
Probably won't search on both of them though, but we'll see.
From what we've seen previously, Sven is very aggressive with like his stock consumption.
I think
Oh wait, is this the check 1 top 2 thing again, where you have to discard?
We'll pull it up, and yeah, that is true. No,
Do you mind if I still do the ability real quick then?
yeah, he does have to discard for it.
Okay.
Because I think I would have to discard regardless.
Yeah, okay, so they're just talking about this right now, that he'd have to do the, he has to do the discard regardless, even if he chooses to look at 0 cards.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I'll have to discard regardless.
I pulled up the card on the screen here.
So they're
Clinton-
rolling it back and letting him resolve the ability.
Clinton basically giving him a take back here.
Yeah.
Alright, and then we're gonna pay the bar.
Wait.
So yeah, I already paid 1, right? So,
Yeah.
the Amagi.
Okay, and here and he just like still paid the 1 for the Amagi, but he didn't resolve Amagi yet. Okay. Confusing. But game state is like as it was previously. They basically just like rewinded time back before the CX was played and played the 1-0 as if it resolves its ability. Didn't even need a judge to interfere.
I have 5 climax.
Well, I guess we would have seen that judge call in the Discord if there was one.
And you, how many cards in deck?
So okay, we see Sven at least doing the first search. Oh, he dropped a bar, I think, from hand.
Yeah, he dropped the bar.
I'll get a
He also checked
Maybe
into
maybe
a
he just
bar.
ends up.
Veto.
Yeah, maybe he just ends up doing double Yuuki to mill like the extra 2 cards.
I don't think I saw any climaxes left in his day.
Yeah.
So maybe now he's forced to do that. Yes. It's a little awkward dropping the bar though.
Very small
If you
piles
don't
to
have
do
another
Oh.
one.
Well, he might actually have another one.
Yeah, maybe he's hoarding all of them.
And that is for 2.
Cancels on 2.
Cancel.
Just playing bar into bar into bar into bar is pretty fun, Yowie.
Hmm.
I'll front
Does damage. You know how I feel about damage, right?
Yeah. Damage is pretty good. I mean, if Clinton, yeah, he cancels this one, so now he has like, if he has ways to generate hand, aka the wind, he's like in a fine spot again, because now he gets to at least keep clock compression for the first stack.
We kind of mentioned this before, but the SAO combo is a little stock heavy. We see him.
Yeah. Well, he spent 4 stock this turn, right? He brainstormed, Amagi, double Yuki, that's 4 stock.
The right.
This one?
So he ends the turn with less stock than he started with.
And he has 6 cards in hand. You would almost expect spending 4 stock that you have like a huge amount of cards in your hand, right? But
I mean, he negged twice by overplaying.
yeah, he did the bro move to help Clinton out.
And 1
And how many cards do you have in hand?
Oh, in hand? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
But it should be a little difficult for AoT to get over this Sugu, especially now that the Kirisuna is in the
Kirisuna,
back row.
yeah. AoT, even though the Sugu is in center, I don't think AoT can get over it.
Yes.
Because the Sugu is gonna hit 10
Yeah,
even
10
without
with
the act
backup.
bonus or the split. He can split it somewhere else
Yeah.
and still hit 10k.
Yeah, so it's basically 11k if he wants it to, which is too big for AoT.
If Clinton attacks another lane first, he only needs to split 1k onto that Sugu.
Yeah, I think Clinton is not gonna try to kill the Sugu in the
Yeah, this
first place.
Sugu is basically gonna stay around until Clinton maybe finds the 2-1.
Like the best way would be to like have an Armin, one of those 3 that died, contest the Sugu being 500 over with the CX play, so that he's forced to counter there and then just have like easy reverses on the Yukis.
Clinton is misplaying hard by using the Weiss Schwarz sleeves, to be honest. Well, Christian mentioned maybe he has oversleeves on them. I think if I look at the card on top of the deck, it looks like there's an oversleeve on it.
Yeah, because of the yeah, it definitely looks like he's oversleeves. Like if you don't have oversleeves on these sleeves, they're actually like impossible to shuffle. It's really awkward.
Cursed items.
Yeah, cursed items.
Ian blaming his world's run on the sleeves, I see.
Understandable, to be honest. I know a bunch of people were very upset that they had to play their max rarity deck single sleeved.
So on attack, they're gonna be 6, 7, 8, right?
Yeah.
So
tap to give this Kirito plus 500. I mean, this.
Clinton
Kirito.
says tap to give this Kirito 500.
Clinton also thinks he's playing SAO.
So 8,
Yeah.
5, and 8.
Wait,
on
but
attack, right?
this is he only has 2 cards in deck, right? So he can only salvage 1 move gear, unless there's one in his clock, but I don't think so.
No, there's not. Not at the moment.
Final attack for 2.
So.
Oh, there's a move gear.
There's one going to stock, but he can't pay it out in the middle of combat.
Yeah.
Currently.
So yeah, that's another thing not going ideally for Clinton, I guess.
And you
Which errand did end up getting the power? This one or the other one?
8k, right?
I believe he tapped the left one that he called Kirito. The one that's near the
Yeah.
climax, the win
Yeah,
climax.
I think so too.
Type?
Yeah. 5,
Okay.
6, 7, 8. Yes, for 2 was it?
So
Yeah, correct too.
So
This
Sven,
is-
And I'm refreshing.
this is
is-
arguably the best order, like not attacking with the pumped one first, because if Sven is gonna counter, you want to force the counter out before refresh to like decompress him one. And he's not gonna counter over the lane that's like
7 out,
Too
confirmed over, he's gonna counter the lane where they're gonna tie.
Gear and waiting room.
Did that make
How
sense?
many level
I'm not sure
3
if I explained it
exits?
very well.
In waiting room?
I understood. So basically, on this lane, Sven has a chance of tying the Aaron. So he wants to take the chance of tying the Aaron.
How many of
Yeah,
the changer
And on the other lane, he can't tie the Aaron, so there's no
one
use
change
playing the
target and
backup on
waiting
the other
room,
lane.
one
So
changer
because
and waiting
Clinton
room, and
knows
one
this,
change
he
target and
forces the
waiting room.
backup
Alright.
on the non-powered lane
And then
before
there's also
Sven
one armor
refreshes.
level 3 in your clock
Yeah.
and in your waiting room.
I think I basically said the exact same thing you said. Maybe slight different wording, but I hope everyone understands.
Repetition is how you remember stuff, I guess. People refreshing right now, so not a lot happening. Did end up getting to salvage one gear. One of the errand bounces, so it's actually like not that many pluses. It's basically like a regular plussing combo now, because one of them got a gear and the other one just bounces.
AoT playing fair game.
I'll declare a frontal attack with this far left Aaron.
How many attacks
Or
with the
two.
strong Aaron? Triggers the SP
Mhm.
Aaron. So it must stick.
SP's broken.
I mean, SP triggering range would be. I don't even think
Um,
that's a 4 Yuuki. It was basically uncounterable.
The trigger was another Aaron, right?
Yeah, it was the 4th level 1 Aaron.
So
I mean, damage-wise, it's like AoT. Actually, like AoT seems ahead now after like the horrible Armin misses. Basically got to cancel, got to keep clock compression, and
I'll take
did not end up
7
spending all of its stock on like getting cards and overplaying cards.
I mean,
Unlike
even
SAO.
if Sven triple attacks and doesn't spend any stock next turn, he still only has 5 stock.
Yeah, which is less than Clinton.
And that's not enough to do double
Will
shot,
activate his effect.
Yeah.
because you need 6. Which may end up mattering if the game goes
Then,
that
side
fast.
attack for 1.
Although I'm not sure how fast. Oh, okay.
Well, it could go very fast.
Okay.
but Decided to slow down a bit.
Not that fast. It was even a side attack.
stand and draw.
So is Clinton siding here to prevent incoming damage?
He can move gear the brainstorm and save it. That's like the main reason, right? He's low on hand size, so he wants to keep the brainstorm around. And the Aaron bounces already, so.
How many cards does he have? Looks like not that many. 2?
I think it's 4?
Is it 4?
3, 4?
Because I can only see like 1 or 2 on the table.
It's kind of hard to tell when you don't like fan them out, right? When you have them in a pile.
It should be more than 2, yeah. Especially after salvaging gear. It shouldn't be that low, right?
Okay.
I think Sven said he won't clock. Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, he does have a lot of hand. That's the
Wait,
one
is
thing.
he gonna spend more? Oh, he's gonna spend more stock.
Sven does not care about stock. Sven hates stock. SEO
Yeah.
hates stock.
Playing around a stock swap that does not exist.
What does he want? Yuuki?
Um,
Shot?
I think.
Okay.
Sorry, I think he might not have been able to prep shot from his last deck because he comboed into the small deck.
Yeah. So looks like maybe a slow turn from Sven.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe just triple swings here. no climax behind it. Might even push up the Kirisu now if he wants to preserve hand.
Well, we don't. Did you catch if you refreshed 8 or 7?
No, I didn't.
Right center, correct?
So we
Because
don't exactly know if he has the
if he
bar.
refreshed 7, he's still gonna slam a Yuuki in the bar. Possibly even comboing.
Where's the Yuuki?
Yeah.
It is possible.
Cards in hand now.
Also, we saw Sven drop a bar earlier.
Yeah, we saw him drop a bar
which is
with
a little
Yuuki combo
strange.
and not take a bar with the
What?
1-0 check too.
Looks like no bar this turn.
Okay, yeah.
Directed. Oh. Maybe not. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Direct attack with the drop search.
2's good.
2 hits. Wait, so how much stock does Clinton have? 6.
6, yeah.
But Clinton also won't go for a finish next turn.
No. So
What
Clinton
would
actually
he
can do
do?
full combo theoretically if he like.
There's another wind.
I'll bounce the hand.
Oh, there's a bar. Blind stock.
Basically, Sven is gonna be on like next turn have another turn at 2 or maybe at low level 3. Play the bar probably and then
Alright, I'll play a Q.
maybe do 1 Yuuki to like go to 6 stock and then go for a double shot play.
And he doesn't really mind going to early 3 that much because the shot heals him back. Maybe if he barely hits 3, he can even clock for something.
Yeah, but like he can't really do shot combo next turn, right?
No, he won't shot.
Or he's just gonna do single shot, which I guess can still kill people. Ian knows how dangerous single shot can be.
Not like this.
I'm not sure how many other people have experienced the terror of single last shot. Can be very scary.
I think all European players have played against this deck at least once in their life, right?
Yeah, but like usually single shot is not happening, right? Well, I guess Coen often. This is too specific, anyways. It's not relevant for this game.
I'll take left, center, right.
Neither player is like that compressed that single shot couldn't randomly kill them, basically.
Did he search his Krista? Or is he dropping it?
He
or is
searched
just searching
it
and dropping it?
and probably dropping it. I don't think he's gonna want. Wait.
Wow.
Okay.
He does want the Krista.
Dropped Aaron for Krista.
Maybe thinking about
Maybe because he's this low on hand? But
either that or he was thinking about maybe clocking himself to level 3 here. Well, he just clocked it, so.
It seems a little weird to clock to level 3 here, because you probably, well, you could field your Mikasas, but it's really,
Actually,
really
clocking
unlikely.
to level 3 doesn't even work because he knew how much Sven was swinging for.
Maybe just, well, I guess searching the Krista makes sense. If you want to drop it eventually, so you can draw a good card, or like clock the Krista, but it seems a little weird to hold the Krista over the level 1 Aaron, but who knows?
How much power does this guy actually have? 4K?
Yeah, 4K.
So Clinton looking to have a weak turn.
He is still kind of feeling those -2s from the Aaron.
Yeah,
Also, his
especially
wind
because they
combos-
whiffed the brainstorm now.
Yeah, and his win combos weren't that great.
Yeah, his win combos were just normal reverse combos that only +1.
So, I wonder if we will see the Aaron come out here. And another win, but maybe he can't afford to do that. Oh, wait. What?
Declare a frontal for 2.
2 attack meta?
So
2.
I guess he drew another wind off the top and not really
2K,
characters.
Yours is 5K now, right?
Correct.
I'll 2.
Wow.
And Sven is gonna win all lanes on offense now. On defense now.
1K, 2K.
This now makes it super
But,
awkward that
like,
he...
dropping, like, he's getting really punished for not keeping the 1-0 air in here.
How much was it? 2?
So he probably had level 3s in hand and just one card that he knew he wanted to like clock anyways.
Yeah. But maybe he would have ended up clocking that air, and if his hand is shaped the way you think it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
He probably would have ended up clocking the air in.
he probably didn't
still.
have the wind, because then
Yeah.
maybe he could have chosen a different line, but that's really, really awkward for Clinton.
So very swingy game, looking from like very bad to actually good, now very bad again.
Declare Inferno attack for 2.
Alright.
2.
So crashes in for 2.
Wow.
And Sven double cancels.
That's really, really bad for Clinton.
Yeah, big sack energies here. Because now he didn't even kill the Yuuki, so now the bar that Sven triggered last turn is live.
Yeah.
I didn't see earlier when you brainstormed. Did you pay out a climax with that?
Yeah, I paid out the red
Huh.
thank you claim.
Sven asking if Clinton paid out a climax with the brainstorm, and Clinton actually answering him.
Didn't misremember.
Very nice people.
These are nice people. Maybe there are good people in the world after all, Christian.
I will not clock.
No clock, instant bar. Pays out the blind stock, I believe. Amagi hits the last shot. Oh, so now if he doesn't search with the Yuuki, he can double shot. It's a little awkward not using your climax combo though, but I think Sven is fairly healthy on hand side, especially
Yeah.
since he kept his full
Because
board.
he plus 3 to, well, he didn't plus 3 because he had to play a counter, but he plus 2 to field.
Yeah, so maybe we'll see Sven not searching for Yuuki here so he can double shot next turn.
Well, I think he's still gonna search just to thin. Wait, oh, did he? Amagi?
Yeah, he
I missed
Amagi.
Amagi, I guess.
He did Amagi.
Yeah, so I guess he won't.
You have
He even
Yuuki?
Amagi to full 4.
Or he just doesn't care. We've actually seen him go from 6 to 5 stock before on the Yuuki and not being able to double last shot. I think in his last game, was that?
A1 on attack.
Does
Yeah.
search.
Yeah.
So clearly does not care that much about stock thresholds.
Maybe Sven is the expert of single shot, I don't know.
Yeah.
Also, he may
Single shot and
believe
money in hand or something.
he may believe that he gets another turn at late too.
That's also possible. Believing in the sack of your own deck.
I mean, SEO second shots basically. Haha, I search all my non-climaxes out. I'm gonna cancel you every time. It's pretty consistent in what it does.
Yeah.
Which half on top?
Oh, Sven going for the spicy only two-way cut.
And,
Well, with small deck, it's like kind of.
Does Clinton take this? Oh, that one
Yeah.
hurts. That one hurts. Again, losing clock compression.
Well, at least he can play his level 3s now, right? So.
Clinton doesn't play the Mikasa. I mean, the Krista healer. So his healers are actually kind of costly. But maybe opting to field multiple Mikasa burners instead.
Maybe just gonna go for 2 turns of Mikasa burns.
Look it up to top 3.
Only checking 3 with the Armin.
Probably hoping that thank you is there early. Now he can't check anymore if he wants to field. Well, if he wants to field the thank you and refresh with it. If he plays another Mikasa, that goes out of the window kinda already. Because he probably wants to draw with how low on hand size he is.
Yeah.
So I guess he wanted to check only 3 ideally. Oh. And Maybe still leave that option open to draw.
Alright.
Oh, so he
ditch the
ditches the
you.
thank yous. Probably already had the thank you in hand. Maybe clocked into like thank you wind last turn. That's why he could only attack twice.
Take the 1-0 arm, man. You gonna try it again?
Wait, did he take the 1-0 arm in? I thought he ditched one. Or did he just reveal two?
Oh, sorry, maybe he ditched that.
There are how many cards in hand?
I guess he wouldn't have shown what he took on camera.
Wait, Clinton only has 2 cards in hand.
Well, he skipped his clock. He's been not doing so hot on turns.
And how many cards do you have in hand?
2, 4,
Well, he
6,
already played 2 cards, although those
Yeah.
replaced themselves, I guess.
Wait, so he only started with 1 card in hand? Because both the cards he played cantripped.
It's possible. Well,
Alright, I'm gonna play this wind trigger.
wow. Okay.
Declare Inferno for 3.
Probably your last card in his hand is like Omni?
cancel.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Omni makes
this
sense.
is not it.
You're 4K, right?
Yeah, 4K.
Okay, so that would be
So
a
tied?
double then. Yep. So 2?
Even now, he's only tied.
So Sven actually getting another turn at level 2.
And that'll be it for me.
It's not even late too, like I thought it was gonna be. This is pretty fine for him. Probably will skip his clock again and just keep swinging at Clinton. And now he gets to freely set up the double shot turn. There's shots in his clock, but I believe he searched, or he has the other 2 in hand.
How many climax in your waiting room?
7.
7 CX in waiting room he didn't trigger. So either he...
Okay, 1
last-
card in deck, right?
Correct.
So either last card in deck is a CX or last card in hand is a CX, if I didn't miscount.
Hmm. Though I believe Clinton's first trigger in the game was a win, was it not? Did he ever pay that out?
Yeah. He paid it out with a brainstorm.
Okay, so yeah, then I guess it's in hand or the last card in deck. But either way, it's not looking too good for Clinton.
Yeah.
The last turn
pretty
is
sure
probably his
first-
last one.
Like next turn is gonna be his last one, and then he needs to like clean Sven from 2-5 with refresh. Like Mikasa can do a lot, but 2-5 is pretty rough regardless. Especially because he's not gonna be able to triple very likely.
If Sven has access to another bar, he could Amagi the rest of his deck, then search with the Yuuki in the new deck, compressing him even more.
Well, you could also just clean trigger 3 times, right?
Well, yeah, I guess it depends what's here in the deck.
I think if you wanted to Amagi for some reason, you'd just like check 1, do 2 clean triggers, and then Yuuki once into new deck.
Not even gonna play a climax, seems like.
3 guests in waiting room, you said, right?
I mean, poking here is actually better probably to just like put him a bit, like make sure he can't like sack cancel a bunch of times.
Up front for 1.
So how many climaxes are in waiting room?
Is there a reason to crash this reason now? You're not
gonna.
gonna
It
mill in your
forces
new
the
deck,
move gear
right?
here instead of new deck.
2 books, 3 books.
So if he has a move gear in hand and the last card in deck is a CX, he actually can't like really move gear to thin, I guess. It's like the only thing.
He doesn't need to move gear, right? The gear is not that strong.
Yeah, it's just like, yeah, okay, maybe it doesn't make sense. I don't know.
It's more that I don't think Sven is gonna mill with the Riza on Death Effect in the new deck.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
So
Seems unlikely.
maybe he would have liked to crash the Kirisu now and then leave open the mill option for when Clinton attacks back into his Riza, but I'm not sure. Maybe he does check into his new deck. Maybe he's missing something. I think he has the 2 shots though. Maybe would like to find a clock shoot Leafa to find the bullet, but that's all pretty far fetched. This game is still going pretty smooth for him.
Yeah.
He probably has
Like I don't think Clinton is gonna be able to finish next round, and Sven is from his searches we know he has at least doubles last shot, so if he can just get the book somehow, or maybe even already has it. Oh, he is using the pay 2 to burn 1 and snipes the CX,
And I'll direct for 2.
which is like ideal for Sven because now
Yeah,
he even gets to refresh with it.
That's big low roll for Clinton.
That's it.
I think burning 2 there is very scary though. It's like coin flip to hit, right?
Cancel on.
This entire game is a low roll for Clinton, to be honest. Yeah, Sven looking pretty. Gonna have his 6 stock regardless of what he does.
Yeah.
Clinton having access to this Mikasa in the next turn at least. Has to try and finish Sven from 2-5. Maybe he could play a second Mikasa.
Yeah, 2-5, and I think Sven is either 7 or 8 going back. So
I think he
unless
can
he takes like refresh CX, pretty.
Here, refresh point.
I think he's
Yeah.
now 8 because of the fact Clinton helped him refresh that bar that
Yeah.
was in his deck.
Well, he might have a book in hand.
Yeah,
I don't.
maybe he's
I
hoarding the book.
didn't really keep track. So definitely Clinton's last turn next round.
This goes to the waiting room.
Is he actually gonna check?
He's gonna mill? You know, Coen flames me every time I would do this.
I also wouldn't do it unless my hand is like, unless I'm looking for specific cards. Yeah, he's not. He's declining to do it.
Maybe Sven also trained with Coen. Flaming is a pretty effective way of.
So
teaching
Clinton
you to
has
not
2
do
cards in
things.
hand. What are those 2 cards?
Well,
Thank you and Mikasa.
Thank you. Thank you. Or
If
Omni.
not, it's probably over. And even if they are, it's like pretty unlikely
well,
that he can
the
actually
Mikasa
clean.
would be the nicest. Well, then he can sack it to the thank you. Oh, clocks?
Well, yeah, doesn't really matter at this point.
He needs thank you and he needs Mikasa to have any
there's
chance
one.
in this game. There's the Mikasa. Does he have thank you? Does he have it? So maybe worth mentioning this Yuuki's level 1 that's sideable, but he's probably not gonna side with how many damage he has to make up. But we'll see. Maybe he triggers something and something changes. So, Clinton, do you have it? Do you have the goods?
Clinton slow rolling the goods.
Clinton, do you have the goods or not, my man?
3, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
Can't even play around money counter perfectly because the slots that survived are like the side lanes.
Yeah, the Armin can only cover one of them.
Yeah.
And the I'll pull up the money counter so you understand. The money counter chooses a character in battle, so he has to choose one of, and it doesn't do damage, so he has to choose one of
Okay.
Clinton's characters.
Clinton doesn't have 3 characters to attack with otherwise if he
not
doesn't
that
pull up the
any
Armin,
of
so
that
can't play around
matters.
money anyways.
Not that any of that matters anymore. The Armin could make something untargetable, so it couldn't get countered by that opposition by the shield card, but well, he can't money counter the Armin. But it's direct attacking, so you know. Okay, does have the thank you, so maybe we're in for a surprise at the end here.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Sven is free to money counter either of these lanes on the side now.
Yeah. Well, Sven is also canceling,
Doesn't
so
even take the direct swing. Okay, so basically the next attack has to stick or there's no chance. Let's go, Clinton.
Is this the anime comeback?
Declare for no attack, burn 1.
I do love anime.
Stick.
Oh,
4.
triggers.
4? Sven apparently considering money.
Oh no, here's the money counter.
Well, he doesn't need to do it
He
this
doesn't need
lane,
to do
right?
it now. He can check if he
Yeah.
cancels this and then do it on the other one if he's afraid of
Yeah,
dying.
so
But there's no
yeah,
chance
this
that he
is
dies
looking
anymore.
very over.
And now Sven only needs to do 1 damage.
I'll declare for no attack, burn 1.
Stick, love it.
So Sven hitting level 3, but a bit too late.
3.
Now Sven doesn't have to care about using this money counter at all. He just take this damage.
So Clinton now just has to pray that he like
Alright, no encore?
cancels 5 times. I mean, at least Sven has to like overswing for extra instances of damage because he's not playing like the ordinal scale is or something.
And you're at 3-6, correct?
Correct.
1 card in
One of
hand?
Clinton has
Oh, 2 cards.
If he has Moby gear,
if he has the Omni to possibly get out of a clock shoot.
How many gears?
yeah. But imagine if he has double clock shoot.
If he's double clock shoot, it's pretty GG, I think.
It's pretty GG anyways, but yeah.
That was from the stock you paid out, correct?
For which one?
The one in your waiting room, the gear.
The gear?
Yeah, that was one of his stocks.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's the one I triggered last time.
Did we? So while Sven is deciding what to do for his endgame turn, which presumably doesn't matter, did we find a second caster?
Do you have to go?
Maybe.
I mean,
Possibly.
this is probably one of the only matchups I would kind of be comfortable solo casting because I know both of the decks. So if you have to go, just go, I guess. I'm asking Nando as a backup.
Goes as well.
So playing the Kirisuna, ditching the book, so either he already has the book or he just doesn't want to like overswing harder. Either of which are like fine stances, honestly. Like just healing down and swinging, poking 1/1/1 is probably better than doing last shot.
Check top.
Does have a clock
I'll
kick.
just concede this game to go to game 2.
Okay, so Clinton concedes because he doesn't have gear in hand to the clock kick.
Okay. What? Yeah. The clock kick doesn't even choose, right? No, it's just a battle opponent.
I wasn't sure if you drew one. Like, I knew you still had one in stock. But that was a very weird game anyways.
Oh yeah, that turn where I whiffed on 2 Armins just destroyed my hand.
Oh, Coen says he can cast in 10
I
minutes,
think
so
even though
if you have to go,
it
you can go,
decompressed
Yabi.
you, I think you should have clocked when you were at 1-6.
Okay.
Because like you were just.
And also because this is a VOD, I can just pause and wait for. Wait, then I have to entertain the audience for 10 minutes.
Yeah,
It's
then
not
you have to
possible.
like I think just letting them do the setup.
This is not possible.
Yeah. I'll just try to like bite us over. So, what do you? Well, okay. Apart from like double Armin whiffs, what other things went wrong
I
there?
mean, you could have if I didn't have a counter, but I get you.
Yeah, well, it's also
Yeah.
been up that you showed
What
the
really?
counter, so I have to.
Well, he
What
didn't
did
have
Cl-
hand, right? So that was the first part. There were a couple turns where he couldn't
Did
attack
I
3
accidentally
times.
show it, or was that
Mhm.
already when I
Were there
saw it?
multiple or was it
You
just
have
one?
money for it.
I actually
Oh,
don't
right,
remember.
right.
There was a turn where you had to double field and play wind.
Yeah, that was just very, very.
And then there was
very
the turn near the end where he double fielded
Very
with Mikasa,
Weiss,
right?
I guess you could say.
But I'm not sure what. Well, there's some things that went wrong for Clinton in that he minused on the Armin. He didn't get his combo off.
Yeah, he didn't get a
Real
proper
well.
combo turn. He minus twice off the RMN.
And you only
think-
A lot of unlucky situations.
Well, it's only really for
I think
this
once
matchup.
he missed the
Well,
because once he missed the salvage
I mean,
because
in
he
a
was
brew, like, you
refreshing.
either don't reverse or you're already over anyways, right? And who
Yeah.
plays anything else anyways?
I don't think there are many.
Also, like Sven had a good start for his deck, considering like Clinton didn't feel a start runner, and then he could clean cut even if he couldn't try field off the clean cut.
Yeah, so
Goblin
Clinton
Slayer, I
is
guess I
opening
just
with the
forged.
Riki and not a runner,
Don't
so
really
he's not
care.
plussing on that. And he never
Yeah.
used the
Also, it
Riki,
kind of depends
which
if
is
they go to
played in
put
most of the
Riki
AoT games at
level
least
one
once.
with losing
Yeah.
the
Unless you have a really good
defensive
opening,
1000
maybe you hit brains.
needed.
I think he also missed his brainstorms, right?
Yeah, he missed at least. He might have missed both of the
I don't think
times
it's
he used the
like-
brainstorm
I'm pretty
effect.
sure he never
Just really
searched off a
forgot.
brainstorm.
Yeah.
So yeah, just
You
a
know,
lot
we're
of
not
things
really like a
going wrong
sport deck
wrong
farmer.
for Clinton. Maybe not necessarily something he could do
That's
something
kind of-
about.
Oh, Bang Dream, right? And Bang Dream is like, yeah. That's
Sven
just
and Clinton
Dream is
somehow
bad.
talking
I
on
don't
about
like
Bang Dream. I don't know how
it's
they
not
ended
gonna
up here.
counter anything or
I think they're talking about like
in terms of power.
popular /
Yeah.
viable English decks.
Bang Dream?
Well, because like
How high would you rate Bang Dream?
And then you would
okay,
probably
playable.
naturally
It's
not
like not
favorite
very high tier, but not like
cards.
unplayable for this tournaments, right?
Alright,
I think like
it's okay.
because
Yeah, that's why you just have to get a good jump on them.
when I talked to Sven before, he was also like saying
Yeah.
that he didn't really like playing English format because it was just back when he played, especially like a lot, it was a lot of just SAO and AOT, and especially EU is like very heavily SAO and AOT based, right?
I'll go ahead
Mhm.
and shuffle these again.
And Bang Dream is like the other one that's like usually has a lot of numbers showing up.
And the rest.
Yeah, I think going around
Oh,
European tournaments,
Going
there
for
are a
this.
lot of people playing Bang Dream. It was actually a little surprising to me how many people
I'll
play
do the
Bang
same
Dream.
thing, left, middle,
Yeah.
right.
Left, middle, right.
Yeah, I'll change it up this time. Left, middle, right. Yeah.
But of
Popular
course,
IP maybe?
not
I'll
everyone
do
plays
right,
the
left, right.
super OP best deck. There's a lot of people just going out there having fun, playing whatever their pet deck is.
Yeah.
So I wonder if I should pause here and possibly wait for Coen.
Sure, maybe that makes sense so that we just like have the games, 2 games, and people can compare who did the better job, Yabi or Coen. Probably Coen because Coen is the SEO master.
Lazy commentary, Tater never updating wins. Lazy
Oh.
commentator in the background desperately looking for help, to be honest.
Did you pause the game?
Yeah, I paused the game.
Okay,
I
because
should
I
have told
didn't
you
pause
about
the
that.
game. Okay.
I should have
good.
told you about that.
So I can spoil now what happens.
Uh-oh. I'm on 50-40 at the moment.
I'm on 51-7, but
So am I getting oh, the good thing about not having to capture the Discord windows that I can use my Discord. This is great.
yeah. So obviously for casters it's a bit easier with WODs. A lot easier actually. But it's obviously a different experience not having it live. But unfortunately, especially this round, we've had a lot of scheduling constraints with like players and people not being available for casting. I think some of the commentators also burned out a bit on casting. I'm surprised Jimmy hasn't burned out yet on casting. He's been doing a lot of work. Thank you for that.
I'm burned out. We're quitting together, Yabi. Kun is gonna solo cast.
Oh, feels good.
Feels good, man.
Wait, Coen apparently burned out like halfway into his best of 3 game. I wonder.
Yeah. I don't wanna get too far into that. I think Kun is just not having a really good day that day.
Yeah.
Which happens, I guess. We're all the depressed anime kiddos sometimes, right?
Yeah.
I'm desperately looking for help. Where's my savior, Kun? Where did he go? Oh, I should have known that when Kun says 10 minutes. It's probably
means
not 10
20.
minutes. Oh no, it's lost. What do you mean I'm bully? I didn't bully anyone.
Maybe he meant that I'm the bully. That's also possible.
Where's my friend though?
So do we have like a slide that's like technical difficulties waiting for, or like maybe an ad to run?
Christian, I can't even update scores. What do you expect? Do you expect this?
Some higher technology.
Wait, I think I have that screen, but I'm scared of pressing that screen, because you know what happens about with like touching things, right?
Yeah.
I'm afraid that if I go to the starting soon screen, everything's gonna break. I see an empty desk on Coen's private cam. I know because I'm a hacker. I guess Coen's on an adventure somewhere. So yeah, if you need to go, yeah, you can just go. I'm not
Okay.
gonna stop you.
Sorry for the circumstances, I guess. Yeah. Good luck with the game. Hopefully, Clinton is gonna have a less bad game for the next one.
It's fine, Christian.
Pretty rough. It reminded me of my own AoT games.
Oh no. No wonder you have to go. You're gonna cry in your bed.
Yeah, I have to like live through this traumatic experience.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. See you guys. Thanks for watching
see you
up
next
until
time,
now, and
Christian.
hopefully Coen will be better than me, I guess.
He has to exist first, but yeah. Alright, thanks for commentating with me, Yavi. See you next time. Okay. I'm not even sure Yavi heard that. I lost Yavi. Desperately trying to call Coen. Can do some sick audience Q&A here. Play White Schwarz commercials. Oh, it's Coen. Hello? Is this Coen?
Hello? Yo?
Hi, Coen. Thank you for
Hello.
coming to save me. We've
How do I watch?
we've found a commentator from the audience. I'll send you the Google Drive link. 1 second.
Okay.
You don't have to download it. You can just watch it on the Google Drive.
Sure.
I'm currently on 50 minutes and 40 seconds. I believe. Yeah, I'm on 50 minutes and 40 seconds.
50 minutes, 40 seconds.
So Coen, does this feel like going back to 2017 or 18 for you?
Oh no. Are we starting by the way?
No. I'll go. I'll do 3, 2, 1, go when we're starting.
Okay.
It's kind of interesting to see SAO against AoT again. I don't think I've seen these for a while.
I see it every day, Jimmy. Every day.
Coen, I thought you sold SAO.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean our locals doesn't have SEO, right? So
European locals. Every day we stray further from the light.
play bushy commercials.
They're playing bushy commercials in the chat. Buy Bang Dream 2 now.
Oh god.
There's even a Strictly Broken commercial in there.
Oh yeah, hey guys. I think Strictly Broken has a Bang Dream single, so you know.
Oh no, Coen only came on here to advertise Strictly
Strictly
Broken.
Strictly Broken, you know.
Alright.
Buy that.
I just realized I replaced the Strictly Broken caster with a Strictly Broken caster.
Yeah.
So whenever you're ready, Coen.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you on 50 minutes 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, 50 or hold up.
50,
50
40. I typed it in chat, so that's easier for you. That's my first stop for all English White Schwarz products.
I'm ready.
Okay, so 3, 2, 1, go.
I'm mulligan 4.
So going into game 2, what do you like to see differently from Clinton to turn this set around?
Were you watching game 1? Game 1 was
Yeah,
tragic.
I watched game 1.
Game 1 was
Uh,
tragic. I think everything that could go wrong for Clinton went wrong.
Back to cast at level 3, draw 2.
So yeah. I guess the first thing is that he either has to plus on turn 1 or actually use a Riki to plus. Because that's where some problems started, and don't miss your 1-0 Armin Kappa. You missed it
Okay.
twice. I don't know if you saw it.
yeah, I saw.
That was really, really sad. But he
But
started.
usually if you have a bad start, I think like what most AoT players do is they
Direct attack.
try to play a little bit slower. Okay. Clinton starts out with the back row runner.
Stick.
So this probably means that the SAO player won't get any reverses. However, it does mean that if Sven starts a runner, his runner is just he can just play the runner to contest the Aaron.
Correct.
This Aaron is an interesting card. But it's not really for this matchup, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless you want to dodge a clean cut, maybe.
Back row.
Could be worth it, arguably. I mean, I guess that's worth it if you can then keep the Amagi or whatever they put in front row hostage.
Okay. Sven actually decides to shuffle back 2
Yep.
new cards.
Yeah, he did this in game 1 as well on the first turn. What do you think about that?
I feel like if you see playing a Climax as like 3 soul, this is like 1/3 of a soul, right? But it kind of decompresses you in some way. So I'm not too big of a fan of this play, but I guess what the SEO player wants to do right now is basically push damage, or that's his plan, pushing damage. So I guess this helps, but I'm not too sure.
Right. I will backface.
Yeah, I think Sven stick the attack on the first time he tried this. Oh, Clinton does opt to pay 1 to keep his Aaron alive. Well, that's another way for him to plus, I guess.
And I'll direct the 2.
But the body on its own is not terribly useful. At least it can reverse the Asana
Draw for turn.
in the next turn.
How I usually like to play this matchup is playing like reactive more than proactive, what Sven is doing. Usually when you start out like this, it kind of means that your hand is like super good.
Armin, draw 2.
And if it's not, then you might have a problem.
So what would you do? Only feud like 1 character and then bait out attacks from AoT before level 1?
Yeah, I would probably just trade the runner into Aaron, because like that Aaron can't really contest your runner unless he has a brainstorm, right?
Mhm.
The Aaron is like what, 1/5, I believe.
Yeah, I pulled it up on screen. It's 1/5
Okay.
base. Doesn't get any power.
Clinton
Now,
does have the brainstorm here.
so now
What
he
can he
gets
try
over.
lane?
He gets over the. He gets rid of the runner at least, I guess. Whether it runs or not. Feels a little awkward for AoT to commit to a tri-fuel here. I guess he would have 5 cards in hand if he did. But he would probably lose all of these again. It's maybe not ideal. I think he's thinking about whether he wants this
Simu
for
says that the
third.
decompression barely matters in first deck, and yes, it barely matters, but
I'll mill.
sometimes you want to perhaps shuffle back targets like Yuuki's or something, and then you basically lose that option. Or at least that's how I usually use the card. I just use it as a little bit of utility rather than pushing damage.
Aaron hits for 3.
Yeah.
European cancel
Okay.
on 3.
Clear offensive attack for 1. 2.
Triggers
for
wind.
offense.
Ooh. Not something you wanna see there. Really would like that wind in hand, but Sven's not gonna hit level 1 off of this because
O'clock.
he doesn't play any Rikis. Usually doesn't play any Rikis, but
Double clean cut.
double clean
Oh.
cut. Okay, so he no, he can't dodge both of them. He can only dodge 1 if he backs out the Aaron. Because
The only awkward part is that
Backface.
if Sven decides to direct into a lane and he triggers, it means that Clinton can play potentially play a gear.
Mm-hmm.
No effects.
So okay, Clinton doesn't use the
Run the
effect.
Aaron?
I'll direct.
Oh, takebacks.
Yeah, these guys are pretty friendly on the takebacks, Coen.
Okay.
Let me think about this for a second.
I think Sven even asked Clinton a couple of times if he paid out X car, and Clint's like, yeah, I did. And then
Okay.
some small takebacks. I don't think you saw in game 1 there was like a Kirisuna, and Sven's like, I'm not gonna check, but even if you don't check with the Kirisuna, you have to drop the card.
I'll direct.
And they realized that after Sven played the climax, and they basically rewinded. So
Something I would like to highlight in this
here.
game is that Sven is actually going to enter level 1 with like 5 stock. Potentially a 6 stock, which is really strong
it's
right
like
now.
SEO's dream, right?
Yeah, it is pretty much SEO's wet dream here.
6 cards.
Clinton does not have access to Omni this early. He didn't hit one.
Can't tell him one.
So this
So they
Aaron
tie on
looks
this lane
straight.
right here.
Can kick back the Asuna.
This.
But because he fielded the Amagi, he can't save the other
And then I'll
clean cut.
front here.
Which he possibly could have if he didn't field the other Amagi, right?
For one.
That's,
Yeah.
One is good.
You can rest it. Kirito is not exactly what you want to do against AoT. Because you're just giving them a free reverse, possibly.
Resting the Kirito means that like it's quite weak on the next turn. So he's probably not gonna get another clean cut off the effect.
So maybe playing this Amagi is a little unfortunate for him.
I'll clink at this.
It might be because Sven is like on max hand size right now. I don't know his hand size, but it seems like he triggered that book and a bar.
Yeah, okay. If he hit max hand size, he may have been forced to do that. And if that's the case, he doesn't really care about plussing the clean card, I guess. The second one.
So right now, Clinton can only get one reverse, which is not the best.
And I think he has the Riki to do it. I think he already clocked.
Cards in your hand?
2, 3,
Did he?
4, 5.
I believe that if Clinton stalls for one more turn to do combo, Sven could potentially set up his Sugus, like establish his board, play a Yuuki into a bar, and then search out his counters, which is really beneficial for SAO.
Does have the Riki.
But I wonder if Sven actually set up his hand for level 1 or not.
I don't think he really had any way to fix his hand.
Because the way Sven built his deck is basically to win board, but usually Sword Art can't set up board perfectly on the first level 1 turn.
Because you
didn't whiff it this time.
well, it's not that easy to get all of the good cards. You need the Yuuki to search the rest of the good cards, I guess, if you don't have them.
This can't happen again. I'll grab this, Aaron.
It's the global Aaron. So I don't think he's gonna go for a combo turn this turn, but like you said, he runs the risk that if Sven has his Sugu somehow, then it becomes a really hard game for him to get reverses.
All this glare, I can't even track the climaxes.
I believe I saw 2 wins. I'm not entirely
I believe
sure.
Clinton is out like 5?
He's 4 or 5 out, yeah. His deck still looks pretty big.
Brainstorm.
Oh.
Clinton brainstorming here, potentially grabbing more errands, or just going to his first deck.
Second deck.
Yeah, okay, so Clinton is might not have the win in hand, or he's gonna wait for another turn to get more reverses. The risk of that is basically Sven setting up his hand to counter that with the Sugus. But the question is whether Sven has it or not.
I'll pull up the Sugu, so in case you're wondering what card we're talking about. It's the swimsuit Suga that gets pretty strong on defense because basically it gets 1.5k power to end of turn if you play a backup in your opponent's turn. As well as the Amagi also pumping 1k, it's really hard to reverse them if you're holding backups.
Yeah, they can reach 10k. and I believe
direct attack for 2.
AoT hits like 9k on sights, so the sweet spot is like 9.5, which the Sugoha actually can hit, so pretty good.
Nice.
Regarding the middle lane though, the middle lane is a lane you 99% of the time concede because of the Brainstorm Aaron in this matchup. So you can just basically field the Asuna he saved in the middle slot. He can like front or side it, whatever,
There's a new waiting room.
and then establish his field on the sides.
Yeah, because the middle lane is the only lane Clinton can realistically get over.
And how many climaxes?
Even if he feels the Sugaha middle, it's pretty possible for Clinton to reverse that with the Aaron actually. So you probably want to keep those on the
4, 2,
sides.
Into cards in deck.
T4, 5, 6, 10. I believe it was 10 or 10, 9. Okay.
I will.
Sven thinking about his turn.
Probably indicating he doesn't have multiple swimsuits because that seems like the easy line. Oh. Oh? Is this Yu-Gi-Oh now? We're trap cards. These are trap cards.
So we know Sven has a bar in hand. Oh, double Yuuki. Okay, triple Yuuki. Okay, so this is nothing new, I feel like, from Sven, because like from the games I've watched, Sven usually does like double Yuuki / triple. What I don't really like about this Simu
Take the Asuna.
is so he threw away his shuffle back
And then
option right at the start, and basically whenever he loses this field, he cannot cycle the Yukis. And ideally, you only play the Yukis to search your 2 ideal cards
Well, he
and
did
search
have a
out a new one.
swimsuit. He did have a swimsuit, Sugu. He just didn't feel it.
Maybe because he's all out of backups.
Hmm.
Okay, he does have the backup.
Counter.
The backup and the Sugu has are
Runner?
pretty important in this matchup.
That's a little strange. Wouldn't you have fielded like double Yuki, one swimsuit maybe?
Yeah, probably. Because like the swimsuit lane is like a winning lane, basically.
Maybe he wasn't sure on that whether he had backups in deck, but
I feel like this is something you should count.
this is like
especially
giving
in this
Clinton
matchup.
a chance to like triple air on him next turn, and then that's pretty awkward.
Yeah,
for him.
you basically concede your whole board now. You could have even
2 is good.
you could have even stopped and crashed your Asnar perhaps in his board.
Hmm.
The only reason to ever do like triple Yuki or multiple Yukis is if you need the deck speed. Because like every Yuki is basically like 3 cards off your deck, right? So you can rush into second deck.
Triple Yuki giving you enough time to take a shower and make breakfast since 2016.
Yeah, okay, so SEO being SEO,
Okay.
pretty much the most frustrating thing playing against SEO is that it's like a really solitary deck, so you're waiting for the shuffles. Sven actually searches out the UE here, the stock swap, which is really good in this matchup. I feel like I talked about this in my deck profile, but this card basically increases your survival chance against like triple Mikasa or something like that in late game. So really important card in this matchup.
Sven triggering a book here, but not that big of a deal since he has another Yuki if he wants to pay it out.
Yeah, but isn't Sven overplussing right now?
Yeah, he is overplussing, so he could also do it next turn, possibly.
Sven did do Amagi this turn, right?
He doesn't
I'm
have
not-
to do it this turn. Yeah, he did Amagi.
Okay.
Okay, so
Just
he
an
triggered
attack.
a book, but he doesn't search with the last Yuki. Probably because like either his deck still has climaxes and he doesn't want to compress to trigger it, or he decides to slam another bar next turn, ping out the stock with Amagi and into a Yuki, so he pays out like 2 stock.
And you guys do a lot of things while your opponents are playing Yuki turns. Grab dinner, travel around the world, get your college degree. What can you not do while your opponent's playing triple Yuuki, huh? I think Sven is capped, right?
Yeah, Sven's
On
capped,
Sven,
I
on
think.
7?
So that might be a reason why not to search for the last Yuuki. I do feel like triple Yuuki is definitely overkill here. Sven obviously valued killing Clinton's board, but I feel like if Clinton answers this with triple Aaron or something like that, then it barely mattered if you killed his board or not.
How many?
Tony asking in chat if you would consider pushing up the Asana and then playing one Yuuki and the Sukuha.
Four red climaxes.
Yeah, probably. That would also be a good play, I believe.
And then you can possibly crash the Asana or something.
Because like realistically, what did Clinton have a Krista on board?
0. There's one in.
I forgot what the board setup was, but he had like a bomb plus Armin, and I don't remember what the third card was. But
2 of the healers.
what's really important for SAO is that like every stock is technically a card in hand. So basically, if you decide to triple Yuuki, you concede better quality turns over the game. Does that make sense? And it's not like you could technically use Amagi, search like a trash card. Like Amagi gives you like 4 deck speed, like it checks 4 cards, gives you a little bit deck speed, and then you can throw away that trash card and prepare like better cards for next turn.
Mm-hmm. I think that's usually a line I saw you do when you were playing Sword Art back then.
Alright, how would you like to cut?
It doesn't really matter what you get off an Amagi because you can just pitch it for the Yuuki anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, Yuuki could potentially help your Asuna to run to stock as well. I feel like maybe perhaps this is the meme why people say like SEO barely has any stock, but like if you play a little bit more reserved, then you might end up with like a lot more stock.
So Clinton's searching here, possibly searching the 1-0 Aaron. He's already out too though. There's one in that brainstorm and one in his damage. Okay, it takes a 2-1 Mikasa changer instead.
I think Clinton might have searched out the 2-1 Mikasa here to try and grind out more games, because the heal is potentially pretty strong, and the early play is basically always a winning lane.
Yeah.
Sword Art is more of a level 1 sandbag deck, repeating combos over and over and over, and it benefits basically from decks that has less selectivity, decks such as check combos such as check top 4 or something like that.
Like the old Bang Dream combo.
Yeah, basically the old Bang Dream combo or the Emilia combos where they have less selectivity. So your board is always high quality versus something that's not.
Play an Armin, activate his effects.
The only awkward thing for Clinton could be if he does decide to change into the Mikasa that Sven plays 2 of the 2-1 Shinons that can get over it, but we'll see if we
Clinton is
hit that stage.
Trying to get more gears in waiting room. Yeah.
So he's probably setting up for his
trying to
winter.
prepare his errands.
Maybe already had the last 2 errands that were missing. Does seem to be the case.
Okay, so I think Clinton's board is strong enough to reverse everything. So searching the counter here was kind of whatever.
500 additional power.
Yep.
This global basically secures it for Clinton.
Yeah.
Making his errands on the side 6-5, 7-5, 8-5.
Declare a frontal for 2.
And the Yukis are only able to reach 7k with a counter.
Okay, so Sven did have climaxes in his deck. I believe he does secure. Or he does he? 3. Yeah. So Sven basically secured his clock compression, going into second deck.
That's really good for him.
Yeah, this is basically what SEO wants. SEO wants to compress as much as possible, rush second deck with clock compression, and it does have the tools to do it.
So I guess this amount of cards does allow Sven to play the last Yuuki that he has and possibly search out more Yukis. So the way his refresh timing works out, does get to loop his Yuuki combos if he so wants.
2 wind triggers in waiting room.
It all depends on whether he has more bars, I guess.
The only thing that's a little bit awkward for Sven is that like his book, I believe, is too deep,
Yeah, it's too deep.
so he can't pay it out with a single Amagi.
That has to be like Amagi Yuuki search.
Yeah. So if Sven has a bar on hand, he will be refreshing with 6, which is.
I think he said there's 4 bars in the waiting room actually. 4 bars, 2 books. You know, 1 book
Okay.
is in stock. Maybe he has the last book in hand. Or maybe it's the last card in the deck.
Not entirely sure what I will play this cycle.
Okay, Sven plays the
A shuffle back.
level 0 Asuna again. This what's really good about this play is like he has 1 card in deck, and I believe 7 in waiting room. I assume he has 7 in waiting room. He can basically shuffle back in triggers, front the errands to get more damage in and compress even further. And yeah, Clinton basically has either to bounce or let them stay, let the errands stay, so
Search triggers.
Sven gets more damage in.
Well, searching triggers and hits for the Asana to go to stock.
Yeah.
So now he can crash his Asana and get a stock.
So either Sven crashes
I'll take the middle card out.
or Clinton bounces to get more reverses next turn. I do believe though that staying is the correct play for Clinton, because if he stays, Clinton pluses either way, and if he stays with the errands, he'll get more damage in next turn.
Okay.
Without playing a climax.
And maybe giving Sven this 1, possibly 2 extra stock doesn't seem to matter too much. Since Sven is already on a pretty high count for this part of the game. Also, basically, that makes him never get his book out of stock.
Okay, Sven slamming a book here.
So yeah, so he did
so
have
he does
the
refresh with
last.
6. I wonder if he's gonna play Amagi though.
That is a little unfortunate for him not making his refresh optimal. Also, he won't be able to. Well, it's not like he won't be able to, but it's a little more difficult for him to get the book in his next deck, which he might need to prep.
Sven is siding here to deny further damage.
Wow,
because Sven's compression isn't too hot.
But note that he did get the extra soul from shuffling back there.
Outside for 2.
I do feel like this might be a little bit sloppy from Sven, because last turn he did triple Yuuki, right? And his board still kind of looks like non-optimal.
Yeah.
So definitely not a really good spot for Sven, I believe.
But does push a lot of damage, Clinton.
He does push a lot of damage.
And he has a lot of stock there.
Alright. Okay. Good. That'll be all.
Did he side the Aaron? I guess he sided the Aaron. Siding the Aaron here is actually pretty good, I guess, because Clinton searched out the Changer Mikasa, and now he basically doesn't have a slot to play the Changer Mikasa in.
So it's the minus if he wants to play the
Yeah.
Changer.
And you couldn't gear. I mean, not that that is really important.
All these copy pastas about the search. Oh no. I feel my focus slipping.
I mean, this game is going a lot more normal, to be honest.
Yeah, man, it took a lot of work.
Welcome to SAO copy pasta heaven.
Jimmy, what does Clinton need to do to come back from this game? Because at the moment it doesn't really look too hot for Clinton.
I think
Because
I think he has to somehow force a lot of damage in this deck because it's slightly unoptimal, but there's still 6 in his deck and he has a lot of stock at clock compression, so it's not like his compression is bad on Sven's side.
he's technically almost like a whole level behind though, and I definitely feel that being behind as AoT is not like a favorable position to be in.
I guess
Because your top end doesn't really heal down, right? You're more focused on finishing.
maybe he does opt to play the 2-1 here, just so he can stall out a little longer before the end game.
I'll brainstorm.
I feel like I really needs to get Sven to mid-level 2 though, before he falls too far behind to recover.
Yeah, I definitely feel at the moment that Sven is really favored, just because he has like what 8 stock.
8 stock, possibly more stock on his board. A pretty good compression, even though he only refreshed with 6, because of the stock and clock compression and hand and board. But
I think Clinton is basically preparing for his level 3 lineup.
listen, Clinton, just play wind and stake. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but just do it.
I'll take
grab the armor
Takes
combo.
his whole Armin changer
take
combo.
center, left, right.
So now he has half. Oh well, not exactly half, because the Mikasa changer actually changes from waiting room, right? So
Yeah.
he has the Mikasa changer available and the Armin changer available, but he has the minus to play either of them. Thinking about playing over the brainstorm to do so.
Overplay for Armin.
Okay, so Clinton decides to play the
Armin changer.
armor
over the
assist over the
Mikasa.
healer.
Yeah.
Perhaps he wants to dig through his whole deck, but I do feel that the Mikasa changer might be better in this matchup,
I think he needs to
especially
stall
if you're
longer.
like behind by quite a bit.
Oh,
Okay,
Cancel.
okay, Sven canceling this one.
Reverse.
wait, hit?
Yeah.
Oof.
Hits.
Yeah, so definitely a tough game for Clinton.
Fronto for 1.
Also note this is not a wind combo turn.
Yeah.
So wow, double triggering now.
So the fact that Sven sided that turn denies further damage. If Clinton can't slam a climax, he basically takes like 0 damage. Okay, Clinton triple triggering here.
Oh my.
75.
Remember when you asked me what Clinton should do to get back into this game? Well, basically not this. Does stake the damage though, but I think he's about to maybe go to level 3.
Okay, so but in hindsight though,
Well, he
wouldn't
didn't.
you have preferred to play the Mikasa changer right here?
Wait, why didn't he tap the Armin?
My Encore uses Armin.
Did he tap the Armin?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Because you're actually not allowed to change the Armin if you don't tap it. It only changes in rest position.
Oh, I actually didn't, but I guess they're friendly with each other, so it's okay.
Wait, does he have to be rested?
Oh no, he just has to be in play.
Wait, Sven
The
does.
2-1 Mikasa has to be rested.
No, this one has
Oh,
change.
He does. They're asking about it.
This card is rested.
okay. So Sven realizes that card needs to be rested to change.
Card name
Oh, okay.
resisting phase.
Oh, is this the end of the good guys?
Go ahead.
Oh
The
no.
European betrayal.
This is the end of the bro
Oh,
move.
the
This was
betrayal.
too far. Sven can taste the blood. Sven's like, bro, you triple trigger? You want to go through your deck? Oh
Okay,
no.
this definitely feels really bad right now.
Sven tastes the blood in the water. Clinton probably wanted to change that to like mill the rest of his deck, as it's really unlikely there's a lot of climaxes left, right? Because he triple
But
triggered.
even if he mills through his deck, he basically like what decompresses like 3 climaxes, which was awkward.
Yeah.
And I feel like in this game, Clinton definitely wanted to heal down a bit to stabilize.
So, in hindsight,
Um,
probably the Mikasa changer would have been nice because it could pay out the climaxes, right?
45 on the
Or
sides,
pay out 2 at least.
Correct.
I'm not too sure if the hexproof Armin is beneficial from at this point.
I think he really, really wished he played the changer Mikasa here. Clinton. Because he might not get to refresh with those 3 climaxes he just triggered. Depending on how this turn plays out. So really, really rough spot for him here.
Cards in hand, sir.
4?
4. Okay.
Soon to be 5.
I think with basically with this turn, it, like
4 or 5 now, right?
this game is pretty much lost.
Yeah.
Sven not getting punished at all for his like relatively weak board, right? I
Yeah.
think in every turn this game since level 1, Clinton could have gone reverses if he wanted to. Or if he had
Basically, what Sven has so much stock, and I do think like he has a decent amount of hand size. It doesn't really matter what SAO does here. He's just trying to push for damage because AoT can't heal down.
Mhm.
And I believe Sven hits like a decent compression into his next deck. So like even if he crashes, he's like favored to cancel.
Yeah, this is looking like a really, really good game for Sven here. Really hard to lose from this position, I guess.
Like all he needs to care about at the moment is his hand size and his compression, I guess.
He just needs to keep pressuring Clinton while not leaving his deck in a terrible state, and then he should be fine.
It's also quite awkward for Clinton because like once Sven enters a state like this, right? He's basically constantly crashing his board, and Clinton can't get any reverses without like maybe playing bounce gears or like like basically to deny crashes.
Mhm.
Okay.
So his finisher is definitely weaker, and I believe that
Sven,
like on the flip side though, playing healers right now is pretty good for Clinton because like he's not gonna get reverses anyway. But this is definitely not a spot you'd like to be in.
Sven even gets to plus the Amagi. Because the Kirito ties, the clean cut ties the Aaron.
Yeah.
So yeah, all is going really well for Sven. Is he gonna search? Burner.
3 cards in deck.
It almost has to be a 2-turn finish though, against this SAO compression. Although Sven did trigger once. I don't think Sven's gonna... It's possible Sven dies from this turn.
That was for 2.
Clinton probably can't afford to take this too, because he's open to getting finished by Sven next turn. Not that he seems to have a choice.
Really unfortunate for Clinton. I think like he took everything.
I think he triggered all his climaxes in deck possibly. He
Yeah.
has to encore now to pay those out.
Does Clinton play the Krista healers?
No, he plays the Mikasa healers only.
Okay, so Clinton barely has any tools to grind back games because he doesn't play the Krista healers. He only has 3 stock at the moment.
Yeah, so
So
it's way too costly to hard play the Mikasa healer here, I guess.
yeah.
He doesn't get the stock back, he goes to 1 stock.
So how many of the level 3 burners?
And even then he only goes to 3-2 because he's still to take refresh damage.
Something I'd like to point out here though is that I'm not sure if the audio can hear it, the audience can hear it, but Sven is tracking Clinton's level 3 Mikasa burners.
Mikasas, yeah.
This is quite important in the matchup because like oftentimes AoT doesn't really have good stock outs. So sometimes the AoT player, all his Mikasa burners get like buried in stock, so they don't. They might not even have finishers.
That's one of the weaker points of AoT, I guess.
Yeah,
But yeah, we see. I think there were 2 in waiting room. Was it 1 or 2? He searched 1, right?
I think he said 2.
I think there's 2 in waiting room, 1 in his clock and then 1 in his hand.
Yeah.
I believe that's where they are. And that's not great, I guess. I mean, he probably won't play it this turn,
I'll
but
take right, left, center.
unless he doesn't have access to the healer. Well, would you even play the healer in this case, Coen? You probably have to, but it still feels
I
bad.
probably would like to see Clinton play the healer here, because what Sven is probably gonna swing like 2/2, and doing that basically means that Clinton has to double cancel. Right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
He has to double cancel to survive. But if he heals down, he's probably likely to survive because SAO doesn't really run a lot of triggers. They run like what, 10 triggers or something?
How many cards in hand?
6.
I can check for this deck. 3, 7, 8, 10. Yeah, exactly 10 triggers.
I'll tap to give this Aaron power.
Okay, Clinton doesn't forget to tap to.
Poor Clinton, probably traumatized by that last one. I mean, he probably would, but judging by the way that turn went, he milled 5. He would have milled 5 clean damage. But then he wouldn't have refreshed with his climaxes.
Yeah, that's kind of in hindsight. I do believe that playing the Mikasa changer was still the correct play,
Yeah.
even though in hindsight.
I mean, either way, he had to tap the Armin, right? Whether he chose to change
Yeah.
or not. Now he just cucked himself by not even having the option to change.
Clinton going in for vanilla swings, probably something.
3.
Yeah.
Really? Needs this to stick.
At least that sticks.
Okay.
I feel like this is all Clinton can do at the moment, though.
Yeah, set up
doing
for a
vanilla
2-turn
swings.
finish. With the
Uh,
Mikasa next turn, possibly.
Clinton not play. Oh, Clinton not playing a healer here might be risky.
We're not sure if he had the healer in hand because he did
Uh,
spend.
Sven can basically hit.
Wow, Clint is just triggering.
Sven hits level 3. In the next deck basically. Even though if he cancels this, he can like take refresh damage and clock himself to level 3.
1 book, 2 books. 3 books and 2 bars. Do you want to know anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Did he say 3 books, 2 bars?
And that was for 4 damage, right?
It's not great. Let's get the clock compression again though, and he has like 10 billion stock. So it's probably still alright. But
Wait, did Clinton just double trigger again?
yeah, did you see that? He double trigger thank
Yeah.
you again.
That was like really unfortunate.
The fact that he doesn't have those in deck anymore to possibly finish with Mikasa, that's extra yikes. But I don't think Clinton survives this after double triggering. Especially since he didn't heal.
3.
Yeah.
Sven can even opt to go to level 3 even if he cancels.
Yeah.
But he doesn't cancel. Now we can just play shots, heal down, and then shoot Clinton. That's also fine because the shots are lethal. And he has like a billion
Clinton
stock.
only has 6 stock though, so like even if he survives this,
Okay.
He can double
can't trigger
Mikasa.
Mikasa.
But he can double Mikasa, but the shots will be strong if he survives. Because all the shots are lethal.
Yeah, that's true.
Because if Clinton cancels the shots go to 13-5, and then I guess he could still reverse them. But if Sven has counters, he could possibly deny a reverse. Drop search, probably to the shot. Or maybe the Leaf
Maybe the
shoot.
clock kick. Sven is like a big fan of the clock kick.
Maybe the clock shoot if he
It's
doesn't
really-
have the bullet yet.
Okay, he does
With the
get the
shot.
last shot.
Okay.
I still heals down now.
These copy pastas keep improving.
Yeah, they're evolving.
Oh no. Yeah. Clinton double triggering. I don't think he didn't refresh
I will then
all 8, did he? Even though he encored to get 3 back. Maybe he did.
play this Leafa.
Yep.
Check up to 5.
Okay, he already had the clock shoot in hand. So you can still feel the shot and get double shot off and clock shoot. Well, it takes 5. What does that mean, Coen? If you take 5, the 5th card. That's
Well,
that's
Sven
book,
only
right?
refreshed for 5 cards, 5 climaxes though.
If you take
if
the
I
5th
remember.
card, it's book, right? Did you see the speed at which he took the 5th card? Coen, it has to be book.
So you need 5, and at least 2 of them have to be characters.
I think Sven is counting out the costs for his clock shoot and his shots. But
Yeah.
he has it. He has it. If they're all characters, he has it.
Exactly enough.
Okay, so
Yeah, 5 cards.
Clinton doesn't run the 1/1 gear, so this basically means that if Sven has the book, he has like 5 instances of lethal,
Yeah.
which is
And
pretty much impossible to cancel. Like Clinton just like basically double triggered, and I'm not sure if he has a climax on hand, but
Correct, 3/3.
Do clock shoot you all?
yeah, the clock shoot makes all the swings lethal.
You have no way to avoid.
And the shots themselves are also the burn force are also lethal. So
yeah.
yeah. Sven even has enough stock to Amagi if he wants to, while still getting off double shot. That's pretty
I
nutty.
don't think he wants to do that.
Doesn't well if he doesn't have enough cards to pay the cost.
Okay, he does have the book.
I mean, he took 5th card at
Mhm.
lightning speed, Coen. Of course, he has the book.
Really unfortunate for Clinton.
Yeah.
Maybe this is like a possible trend within the tournament because like almost all the AoT players I've seen have been like double/triple triggering.
Also, Clinton doesn't play the 1/1 counter.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So there's no way to get out of this clock shoot either.
Cancel on 3.
That's the first out of 5. Needs to cancel.
3.
Blind stocks because he's gonna pay out anyways.
Cancel
He
on
does
3.
It's
cancel.
the
Well.
second out of 5.
Then up front.
Needs to cancel with all the climaxes he has in his deck.
Why did I just
Yeah.
Possibly. Is it possible? Oh, is it possible?
It is possible.
It is possible.
Okay,
No,
yeah,
so
that
that's
makes
it
sense.
with the clock shoot.
Yeah.
So I'm basically showing him I have 2 characters to pay for the clock shoot, so would have even taken the swing. That's really unfortunate for Clinton.
Man, I was really hoping I would trigger.
Yeah, but he
the
stopped
climax
commentating
shield.
as he wasn't ready to commit his whole life to this game.
That was.
Yeah.
It was a better game at least than the first one. Let's go with that.
Sven with the
I feel like
consoling. It was a better game than the first one.
Well, when I have 3
Was it really though?
cards and I triple trigger all 3 of them.
Sven was sitting really pretty on stock the entire game basically.
I didn't know you only had.
climax that last turn too. I'm like, oh my god.
You could
this is so
Yuuki combo
bad.
whenever you wanted to
Yeah.
and like trigger use the effect on all of them and you would have been final stock.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, you took
I
it.
definitely feel that
So I was
Clinton
like,
low rolled really hard in this game because like he
Yeah,
just
'cause, I was
basically
so
kept
ready-
triggering all
I was
his
so ready for
climaxes.
and waiting
Yeah.
for it too.
Anyways, regarding the matchup, I do believe that when playing against AoT, I do feel that people
No, I thought
should
you knew.
play more
Pushing for damage.
Aggressively.
aggressively into AoT
Yeah.
because like if you
Which turn was it?
can't 100% deny
That was the, like,
reverses against AoT,
there was a clean
Oh,
cut
clean
and
cut.
it's better to rush damage because
Yeah.
if you play really slowly, it gives them extra turns to dig for the win. You're basically giving them a free clock draw and preparing their whole game plan. So if your level 0 lineup is like okay versus it, might as well just play a little bit more aggressively, which Sven definitely did into this game, right? Like he played like the Asuna and the Runner to push up damage. And if AoT doesn't present wind or whatever, then yeah.
Yeah. I guess if you try to play around denying AoT's reverses in the early game, every single game, there's gonna be games where you just crash into their board and they didn't even have wind and they're like, cool, I get 3 pluses.
Yeah.
And now
You
I get
also
to like direct attack you on the backswing, so I don't even lose out on damage.
something that's also a downside in playing slowly against AoT is that the fact that if you play really slowly, they have like
Mhm.
tools to play aggressively against you, right? Like they have the Krista Riki, so they will play the Riki, play very aggressively against you, and definitely if you have like an open board or whatever, if you're scared and you have an open board, they get like they technically get a free climax slam onto you because like they direct you for free. And AoT is just a deck that really plays really well from ahead, right? They close out games really well.
Mm-hmm.
So
Quite possibly one of the best, if not the best, finishers in English with the Mikasa burner.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's about it. Is there anything else to discuss about this game? We obviously can't interview them right now because this is a pre-recorded game.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I guess we'll play commentators things sane during this.
Thanks, Londo.
Yeah, so we went about some post-game thoughts about how this matchup could go or should go, or how you should maybe approach this. Obviously no player shoutouts. So do you want to shout out Strictly Broken again?
Oh yeah, so I think Strictly Broken opened up quite some cases of Bang Beam Set 2. So if you want to buy singles, go by there. I'll type the link in chat.
Such a
If you want to
friendly
buy
guy.
Japanese singles though, that's cool too. We have like a sponsor called NovaTCG, so go to NovaTCG.com for your Japanese singles.
Kun, is it programmed in your head now? You even have the advertising tone now.
Yeah, I'm like a big shill, so that's
okay.
okay.
I hope UA pays you now. You deserve a pay raise, Kun. I'll ask UA to pay you more. Yeah, so I guess that's it for today. Thanks to you, Kun, for stepping in. Because Christian had to leave. Also thanks to Christian for initially agreeing to do this game in the first place. And I guess looking at the bracket maybe would be interesting. Yeah, so Sven won this game, so his next round will be against Christian Jahrbacher. I believe that game was already played as well, actually.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
This
one was recorded a while ago. I think they played the Christian against Sven game last night, if I'm not wrong.
Okay.
So I'm not sure what will happen to that game. I don't actually know the result of that game. Well, obviously Christian does, but I don't. So maybe we'll stream it later. I'm not exactly sure.
Okay.
As for other games, tomorrow at 1 p.m. there will be Brandon continuing his hunt on the Australians against Hatsu. I think he only lost to Matt and then beat Vince. So this is the third Australian he faces this tournament. And at 8 p.m. there should be Ian against Rias, which should be a really good game. I wonder if Ian can win that. We'll see. And I guess that's it. So thanks again, Coen, and I guess we'll see you guys later.
Oh, we have a question from the crowd. When is Broderick versus Slam video being posted?
When is Broderick versus Slam video being posted? That game did play today. I think they agreed to play
recorded?
I think they agreed to play it off stream and it's not recorded.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I think
if it If it is recorded, though, definitely stay tuned for that. We'll probably announce it on the Facebook page.
I remember Lam saying something about him recording his own view, but I don't think Broderick recorded his view, so maybe the entire game wasn't recorded. So yeah, I guess that's it.